As I mentioned earlier, we've had quite a bit of freezing rain or ice this year. Nothing too significant, such as a good ice storm, but it has been more frequent than we've had probably in the past several years. And this one is a little bit more significant for some areas too. Something to keep in mind. We have the freezing rain, and that's why we have the alert day conditions going through tomorrow morning. This is mainly north of I-90, especially as you go closer to the 994, where you could pick up a couple tenths of ice, and you're getting into some pretty good categories when you get that high. Further south, don't discount that we won't see a little bit of freezing drizzle going south of I-90. It'll be more pockets probably than anything else, so still some slick roads, but the worst conditions will be north of I-90. And the good news is our temperatures are increasing, so tomorrow noon and beyond will be above freezing. But that's why we got the winter weather advisories really pretty much stretching from west to east, just north of the area. Once again, this is until about noon tomorrow, and we still could get freezing drizzle south of that area. Just won't probably accumulate too much, but still worthy that all this will be going through the morning commute time frame. Now, if you look at the possibility of seeing icy roads, very high, as you would expect from Rochester, just south of Eau Claire, and then another area just south of Wausau. This is where more of the significant ice too is. You notice it tails off. Pretty much unlikely as you go further south to La Crosse will be too warm, and even if we get any amounts south of La Crosse, the roads will be able to maintain that, especially the well-traveled roads too. Now, if we look at getting more than a tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, now you're getting into where you could see a little bit of a branch damage on some trees if you get this accumulation. And right now, south of Wausau is one of the areas that really could pick up some significant ice with this. A little bit less likely as you go further south and west given precipitation amounts, but this is the area where you have to watch for that possibility. So it's a little bit more than we've had in the past too, where most of ours have been less than a tenth or a tenth at the most too. As you time it out, it's going to be fairly quiet this evening. Don't expect more than just some fog issues or maybe some light drizzle, but it's really after about 10 p.m. that I think a lot of this will start reaching the ground at this moment. And pink means typically in this situation it's going to be freezing drizzle. As you note, it continues to expand. South La Crosse, it's going to be fairly quiet night. Some fog, maybe a little bit of drizzle, but don't expect much in the way of any type of road issues until we get probably to about 6 to 7 in the morning, and that's when the temperature drops enough near La Crosse. I think you might see a brief period of when you see a little bit of freezing drizzle come through or freezing rain for maybe about 5 to about 7 a.m. time frame. It's just going to be that quick. Then as it goes push further east, we'll quickly turn to any type of rain because our temperatures will get back 33, 34. And throughout the day, you'll see some of this precipitation continue, but the amounts will be light enough. And with temperatures at or above freezing, we won't see any type of road issues beyond just Tuesday noon, just mainly wet roads. You're looking at high temperatures. We'll still get up to mid-upper 30s, so overall still very mild for this time of year. And Wednesday, minus some fog issues potentially in the morning, we still could see a lot of 40s too, so a mild stretch yet to come. But we do have another system looming, and this one's going from southwest to northeast. And right now it has trended further south, but it will bring some precipitation as we go from Thursday night through Friday, even Saturday. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but the good news is right now the better shot looks to be further to the south and east of the area. Overall, we will cool back down beyond that snowfall that we could be getting Friday night and Saturday, but still, we're not really going to get any type of January cold conditions beyond that, as the pattern still remains relatively mild even through next week. So tomorrow, definitely pay attention if you're further north and to the east of the area. That could be some decent ice up there. Otherwise, mild still as we go throughout Thursday. And we'll keep an eye on that Friday storm. As I mentioned, the Packer game might be interesting going Saturday.
All right. Thanks, Greg.